make it to low the volume levels on the music there. So I was like, oh gosh, it's so quick. I need one more second. I'm an old man. I don't move so quickly anymore.
You may have to adjust that.
Exactly. I used to be able to get to that button quicker. I can't anymore. I'm a year older. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You are a year older.
She ain't what she used to be. Good evening, everyone. It is a Thursday. It is time for some beverage podcasting. Welcome in. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages. We've got some tasty things on the docket for today. And one surprise for you.
Oh, a surprise for me.
A surprise for you.
Because I was going to say, I brought over something that could have been a surprise.
You did. We can add that in there.
That's all right.
We'll see how things are going.
A lot of surprises.
No, this is going to be this should go a little bit quicker.
Okay.
And we may want that one. Mills, it is good to see you. Lucky, it is good to see you. Sam, it is good to see you as
40
well.
40 stream streak.
40 stream streak. That's insane.
Oh, yes, they call him the streak.
Woo. What was that guy's name?
Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevens, not Cat Stevens.
Everything is beautiful. Yeah.
It's me. It's me again, Margaret. Isn't that also? And then,
oh yeah,
look at me. He had something. He had like a song like that.
Yeah, he had a few. Yeah,
hit some creeper songs.
Yes.
It was an interesting time. Yes. So yesterday I had my Game to Give block for charity for the Bungie Foundation. We were talking about that before stream. It went very well. Thank you to everybody that came in and helped out, that donated to the campaign. Like I said, it went fantastic, better than I ever could have expected for doing that for the first time. So appreciative of this community. But one member of the community in general, Lucky,
he's here.
Lucky's here. He had a request and he threw in a donation for a certain request.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He wanted you to do 2 Bean Boozled spins.
Okay.
So
I have no idea what this is going to be like, but all right.
So Bean Boozled.
Okay.
I think we did this at a family get together one time. I remember Pocket thought this was very funny.
I know we had some different ones and we were trying to match them up or something. So yeah.
So it's a little bit like that. So anyway, we've got a spinner. You spin it, and then whatever it lands on, that bean is going to be one of two things. Like the worst one I had yesterday, which I don't even know if there's any more in there because Lucky made me basically he put in a donation and I had to find the one because I kept getting the good one. One of them was strawberry banana smoothie. The other one was dead fish.
Dead? Well, aren't most fish that we eat dead?
Yeah, but this was like rotten dead fish. It was bad. It was
low tide and
gross. That was one of my low tide exactly. That was one of my least favorite. The other least favorite that I had was Old Bandage.
So Scotch for our brother.
That's exactly what my wife said. I told her that one too, and my wife said the exact same thing. She's like, "Oh, so it tasted like Scotch."
So it tasted like
I said,
an Isla Scotch for
it did. It did. So yeah, there's a burnt tire in here. I got that one yesterday. But that one, the other one that goes with it is licorice, which I don't like either of those things. Oh, so I don't like black licorice. So I was out on both of those. Obviously, burnt tire was worse. That's
like Pocket with the jelly beans. There's the kind we get from Trader Joe's. The licorice is very close to like a cherry one, and she has to look at it, and then if it's a licorice shit, because she doesn't want that. So.
I get that. I totally get that with the cherry. Sometimes it can be a little medicinal. It could be a little. And just
I like licorice. She's not.
I like certain kinds of licorice, but I don't like that. But anyway, so that was his request because we were doing through those. I also did some of the Fiery 5 ones, which that was kind of off the table because those get spicy way more than I wanted to.
So how much money do I get?
No, you don't get anything. The charity got money.
Oh,
you're doing this out of the surprise kindness of your heart.
All right.
And he was like, all right. He's like, he threw in $50, and he said, I want you to do 2. And he's like, can you get Keith to do 2? I said, Keith will do 2 for charity. He can do it.
I can do it.
And I thought he'd be able to do that. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and spin. It's kind of a little, I always tried to, that wasn't too bad. Sometimes it would be a little funky. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and just kind of spin it. If you get a good there, that was a good spin. Okay. So what did you get? You got green one there?
Orange? Oh no, what is it?
So you got to look at so you got the green one here. So this was either is going to be juicy pear, or booger.
I've never been one to eat my own, so.
Yes,
so that one there?
That one there.
Okay. So juicy pear.
Juicy pear or booger. What do we get? Booger I found to be kind of dusty. I did get that one. It was kind of like dusty.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Gross. If you want to spit it out, I do have a cup over here. Do you want to?
No, I'm committing.
Okay. The worst,
as long as there's not actual booger in there.
No. Chucky, how's it going? Good to see you. Keith was kind enough. Like I said, we surprised him with it. He's in for it. He's being really nice. Like I said, Lucky had asked for him to do 2 spins on this. God bless the commitment.
Yeah.
And this is something that's nice. We can talk about. I tried to do this a little bit on my stream, but with the 2-hour block, you're trying to just kind of keep things moving. I was trying to go through a little bit of, tasting notes, some description of what I was getting. I was like, yeah, the booger, like, I don't know what that would taste like, but I was like, it kind of was just kind of dusty and like dank. And
I would totally say when you said dusty, I was like, I don't know what I mean.
The good ones stand out really good.
I think I have literally ever eaten my own.
Unless you're just drainage.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of that.
Made with 100% American boogers, gross, Sam.
Boogers. So, yeah, I don't know what it's a little mucusy and a little dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little chalky.
They do a really good job. These were very disgusting. Like I said, again, everyone wanted me to find, like, some weren't too bad. Like, I got one at one point, there's berry blue or toothpaste. And it's like, oh, it's just minty. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, that one wasn't that bad. But the other ones were gross. Like I said, the burnt rubber was a new flavor. And wet dog is also an option, possibly, of getting one of these.
Okay.
So those were kind of gross. But yeah, the worst were the last 2 that I had were I got the dead fish because everyone wanted me to find that one. And then the very last one, Proggy had put in a donation and I spun it and I wound up getting stink bug. So I had back-to-back from dead rotted fish and stink bug. So that was gross.
So you explored the insect world.
Yeah. And then the thing that was
the animal world.
Yeah, the animal world. The thing that was so gross was kind of like you're finding out now, it's like little bits are still stuck on your teeth and you try and get it off and then you get the little bit of flavor again.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like
the recall.
The recall. The
retro. That's right.
The retro palate. Do we have a palate cleanser for Keith in between beans? Do you need a palate cleanser? You need some water or anything? You just want to go right to the next one and just get it done? I can go get you some water.
I think we can go right to the next one.
All right, go ahead
and spin it again.
Go ahead and spin again. See what we get.
What if I spin the same? No, that's a good one.
If you get the same one, we pick it. No, you got something different. So what is that? It's a red one. So this one is. Oh, you got lucky. This is either pomegranate or Old Bandage.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that is. These were. So there's a couple that were. Maybe there's not a couple that. I think it's this one. Some of them were like the colors. They tried to do them a little different.
Or maybe you're picking. Maybe you know which is which.
I wish.
Okay.
No, because I mean it's the same color no matter what. Okay. So it's either a good one or a bad one.
Old Bandage.
It's so gross, isn't it? That one's terrible. It's like the plastic. Like you get the plasticky and the. I got a cup.
Yeah, I don't think I want to eat that one. I was okay eating my booger, but no, that one. Yeah, not so much. You know what?
Exactly. I had to eat 3 or 4 of those. I finished them. My stomach did not feel good later.
That's not. Yeah,
I had to put food on top of it for sure.
So I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to tell the difference. Thank God I could. I was like, oh my God, I don't think my palate's quite as sharp as it used to be, and I was like, oh God, it's gonna be that one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's still there.
Yeah. All right, I'll spin one extra one since you finished that one. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'll do that one. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I will do one and.
That is just
celebration. Ugh. It's crazy though how accurate. That's what, again the joke then that was in chat was everybody was like, "So you've had an Old Bandage before?" It's like no, you just as soon as you bite into it and you've been told what it is,
because you know
can
that smell
you can assume what that would taste like.
Yeah, no, you especially not. I don't think as much now. And we buy.
You want to try licorice or burnt tire? You want to gamble on that one?
I think. Either one of those would be better than what I have in my mouth right
he's
now.
Gonna do one. He's gonna do. It's either licorice or burnt tire. Licorice. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying
that
to
paid
find.
Off. Oh yeah.
I don't know which. This one's kind of hard to tell what it is.
Oh, thank God.
I'm guessing it might be that one. Is that helping to cleanse the palate then a little bit?
Very much so. Okay. And like I said, I'd rather even have burnt tire, which it's funny as you were mentioning things and I was thinking, oh, it's like this beverage. Because remember the mezcal we have, the Trader Joe's, you're like, yeah, it's a little bit burnt rubber.
It is. It's so funny.
But that Old Bandage is nothing at all like a nicely peated smoky scotch.
That's what I was saying. Like,
not at all.
That's not.
Not at all.
I don't know which.
That was good.
What do you think that one looks like? Maybe is it this one? This one that's in the green. So we need something. Yeah, the one that's there. It looks like. Yeah. But the majority of it, do you think it's more this yellow, or do you think it's that one? Or those that one's like a more of a cream color.
Right, that one's more yellow.
Yeah, because
so what would that one be?
So maybe it is this one. Maybe it's that one.
Yes, because.
Okay, so we'll go with this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more. Like said, Lucky. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Lucky, thank you very much for your donation.
Yes, thanks,
hopefully
Lucky.
You enjoyed watching Keith eat two of them, and one of them I was ready with a cup because I was like, I even almost yesterday did that too.
bandage one. Yeah.
It's just so
the first one. I'm like, no, look, this is. I mean, it's not.
It's
great,
gross, but it's like, yeah,
it's fine. It's more the thought of what it is
and what's on that old bandage.
Yeah. Well, then, the bandage. Yeah, that I'm like, no, I'm not eating that.
Which made me talk about the other day. I hope you've eaten something beforehand. Did you have a snack earlier?
I was just funny enough. I was chewing on an old bandage on my way over. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, that's how I knew.
Yeah,
mine was more of a new bandage though, which I don't mind.
Yeah, I did have a little bit of something to eat on
all right,
before.
Tutti Frutti or Stinky Sock? Tutti Frutti.
Oh, nice. Okay.
When you get the good one, it's so happy.
Oh yeah. Well, because I had two bad ones. I had and then that was nice. And and because I do like licorice jelly beans, so that was definitely very pleasant.
Yeah, when I like I said, Lucky making the reference there, like I said, I no less than 3 old bandage ones that I like. Every one that I pulled out when it was that one, I was like, this is so gross. And it was like, there were people in chat that have done this and obviously have been involved in other charity stuff, and they're like, oh, I had to spit that one out. I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I'm gonna finish it. And then I think it wasn't actually the flavors. Like it was just, I mean, I didn't have, I don't know, how many did I have, chat? Like 10 or 15, something like that. But it's just like that kind of just sugar just sitting in your stomach at 7 a.m. That was just kind of thing. And I had something to eat. I was smart. It was a Scooby-Doo bandage, so this wasn't what I expected. Ruh-roh. All right, well, let's actually get to a featured beverage, maybe to wash some of this out here.
The Band-Aid, the Band-Aid's still in there.
Is it still in there hanging out a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
How about some maple root beer?
Oh, man, that sounds delicious.
Okay.
Sprecher me up. Ooh.
If the soda is speaking your language, Sprecher Sie Deutsch. No,
Sprecher Sie speaking Sie Sprecher.
Sprecher Sie Soda. Maple root beer soda. This is from the mixed case that I got over the holidays. They had a cool mixed pack of it. Was, I think, for the most part, all things that I had. Some of them, like there was one that was like, oh, it's root beer, and then the caffeinated root beer. So they weren't all completely different. Okay. But like I said, in general, it was 12 of their different flavors, which was really cool to go through because we had the cherry one last week. And
so do they, with the Bean Boozled, do you say it has 100 jelly beans in there?
Yeah.
Are there 50 good ones and 50 bad ones, or could you get like 90% bad?
So I went through. So that's a great question. Obviously, they only put the certain colors in that are on the spinner, but then of each of those, is it like a 50-50 ratio?
Right.
I don't think that it is because the dead fish one specifically, I got that one twice. On an actual spin, I kept getting the good one, and then that one, Lucky was like, all right. He's like, how much you just take all of those out of there? Because everyone was like, oh, I can't believe you didn't get that one. I can't believe. And he was like, all right, how much did you take all those out of there? So I went through, and I had 2. And then I only could find 3 more that were that color. So I think I don't know if there's an exact ratio of like, oh, there's 8 of each one or whatever else. Cause that one definitely seemed like less when you look at that box. And like I said, so I had 2, I had 1 more and it was good. And then finally the 4th one, when I ate that one, it was gross. It was a diff. And so I only had 1 more after that. So at the worst, it was a 3-2. So I don't think it's, like I said, I think it is completely random. I feel, but I could be wrong.
It's interesting to think of like for us at Arbuckle in the packaging machine, to think about what that mixture is, that they're just like, okay, give me this, but then once that's in that hopper or whatever, it's just indiscriminatally filling with X amount of weight of jelly beans. And there's
exactly.
no way you could, man.
Yeah, exactly. Even when you
there's
do
that Band-Aid again.
It's so gross. I'm sorry you got that one. That one's gross.
That's all right.
That one's gross. For charity. Lucky. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that came in and hung out for that.
I'm happy to.
That was super fun.
You did the heavy lifting there for sure. But I'm happy to, in a small way, be a part of that. So yes, thank you.
I was going to bring him over to the birthday festivities in case anyone else wanted to do what was left there. And I thought I'd bring over the fiery ones because I know your wife sometimes likes the spicier stuff. Yeah. So, she wouldn't have to spin, but if she wanted to try one, she could. Because that one had stuff like sriracha and jalapeno, like some lighter ones, which weren't too bad. But then there was a habanero. I didn't know cayenne pepper was so hot. or at least in bean form.
In bean form. In jelly bean form.
Because I had one of those, because I, like, before stream, I was like, all right, let me see, like, how these are going to be, and da-da-da, you know.
Yeah.
And they were pretty spicy. Like, I had water at the ready and some other things. But yeah, I think it was the cayenne one. And maybe I grabbed, because there was two that looked similar. One was either Carolina Reaper or it was cayenne pepper.
Oh.
And I not that they were trying to be tricky. They just, to my visual, they looked a little bit. And when I pulled, like, when I tried that one, it was like, as soon as, like, I bit down, it was like my mouth was just like fire. And I was like, oh my God.
Okay.
So I had said when I got on stream, I was like, that one is off the table. If that's the Reaper one, like, I'm not doing that one. Like, because I can't do it. I won't make it. Interesting message to come in with no context. It is. Microbes, it is good to see you. Yeah, I have never even heard of a maple root beer. I don't know if that's just like a thing. Sprecher, obviously, like I said, doesn't... Ooh.
Kind of reminds me of like root beer candy.
I would say has some traditional things, like I said, when it comes to their sodas, and then they have stuff that's very kind of like regional, which I think is super cool. Like stuff that, you know, oh, that's a Midwest thing or whatever, you know, like what was the one that we had that was, it wasn't Mountain Dew, it was the Green River.
Oh yeah.
Which that's like a very like Midwest kind of thing. Yep. So it says here, Sprecher maple root beer is handcrafted, fire brewing process using real maple syrup, natural flavors, and pure Wisconsin honey. A hint of wintergreen layered over its classic vanilla base. So
wintergreen can come from root beers sometime though. Sometimes you get that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a sip because the Band-Aid was repeating on me. So
oh, there is I get the wintergreen.
Mm-hmm.
I do get that for sure in there.
I used to love wintergreen Lifesavers.
Oh, I did too.
That was good.
Yeah. That's good. It's a different offshoot of what you normally would get from, like I said, obviously the Sprecher root beer is fantastic.
Yep.
As Lucky will also attest to that, like I said in chat. Like I said, that is just so good, and that's won all of the awards and things like that. Oh, it's also certified kosher.
Well, that's important, especially.
Well,
yeah.
Well, Ronald Reagan impersonation. It's like 3 weeks in a row.
An impression. What are your impressions?
No, that's good. It's definitely different. The wintergreen comes through just a little bit. There is a different like little sweetness in it. That's
especially in the nose. I got the maple syrup.
Mm-hmm. We don't trust Lucky's taste in beverages. Oh, come on. Lucky's also a wintergreen aficionado. Oh, I see. Chucky, it is good to see you. Good to see you, Rianth. Everybody, thank you for coming in.
I like the song you were playing, the last Harris Heller song. It was montage.
Gotta be a montage. Sprecher root beer is legit, yeah. Maple and honey, so not too sweet.
No, not sweet at all.
Not sweet at all. It's carbonated water,
not
cane
overly
sugar.
sweet though. I mean,
it's not. I don't think compared to some of the other
because
stuff.
I think it's balanced out with those other root beery and you know, those types of things are in there as well. The wintergreen, the things you get from a root beer.
So for them, which sometimes we joke about, like, and I have said, like I said, for me, Sprecher, because of the sugar and just, you know, like for me, how delicious it is. Like I said, it's a treat. Like I don't have one all the time. It almost is like I've joked about with our other brother. Like sometimes it's like I've chosen to have a soda sometimes rather than have a piece of cake or dessert or whatever it might, because it's like, oh, that's just delicious and that just sounds so good. Like, you know, and that kind of falls in this category. But for them, this one's actually light. It's only 44 grams of sugar. That's actually kind of light for them.
Wait a minute.
Total sugar is 44 grams.
Oh, I was looking at that though, right below it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why are those nutritional facts different?
Different than
59 up there, 44. What's going on? Serving size 1. Oh,
12 ounces. Oh,
okay. So this is the
versus one bottle.
Sorry. So in the 12 ounce bottle, it's 44 grams. And the 16 ounce bottle, it's 59.
I'm going to save 4 ounces.
Yeah.
I'm going to
save 4 ounces.
I'm reserving 4 ounces till tomorrow.
I'm going to have 4 ounces later. We are splitting this one. So we're actually even going less than that.
That's true.
We only get 8 ounces. So it's like 30 something right now.
30 something.
Pretty sure Windex is Lucky's favorite beverage. I mean, I've heard talk. He likes at least getting it. Yeah, not too. Yeah, it's surprisingly for all of that, you know, like I said, jokes aside, Milt, like I said, it's surprisingly for that, it's not like ridiculous.
Those are the exact ingredients in window cleaner. From Man with Two Brains.
Yeah.
We watched someone at work last week. Actually, it was my boss had brought up. He was talking about Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
So I haven't seen that in so long. It's so good.
I put it on last night, and my son got home. Like I was only like a couple minutes into it, So I didn't really have to bring him too far up to speed. So he sat.
He said,
and watched
"You got time?"
He said he just sat down. He watched the rest of it, and it's still really good.
Yeah,
it is still very good. I mean, they're both great, and Glenn Headley is so good, especially at the end when she's good throughout the whole thing, but then she comes back and she's like, "I made $3 million last year." Spoilers. Anyway, but
you two are the most fun.
But your 50,000 was the most fun I had. Yeah.
Let's go get
this
him.
is Chips O'Toole. Yeah. Good day, Nico.
So yeah, there's just this long pause where he's just staring at him, and she's like, "Oh God, is this good?" It's Headley.
Glenn Headley.
Also good. Coke has 39. Okay, so yeah, 44s. So for some reason I thought I thought the grape, which is one of my favorites. So I could buy a case of the grape on its own. That one's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
I just love grape soda. I thought that one was ridiculously more, but it's actually less. It's
less.
45.
Yeah. Okay,
so there you go. I like that movie way more than I should.
It's
a classic.
Because you got Steve Martin is Michael Caine's at this level.
It could be Blazing Saddles. Rianth, which one are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
Blazing
which one?
Both of them are excellent.
Yeah, they're both good. But I watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. It's funny. Even the beginning, it says Steve Martin, and then Michael Caine. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Oh, okay, Scoundrels.
Good.
Okay, right. Yeah. No, that movie is excellent. Sushi with the raid. Thank you for coming in on the raid, Sushi. Hi. It is good to see you. Sushi, thank you for the raid. What were you doing? What were you up to? Were you doing some Destiny? You guys are somehow not following our good friend Sushi, who got up, as a lot of people did, crack of dawn. She's in our state, so she was up at 5 a.m. helping us support the channel, being around. It was greatly appreciated. Aww. Yeah, so that was super, super cool. If you are not following Sushi, please do so. She is absolutely fantastic, a wonderful person. She's in every community here on Twitch that's worth being in, so just please drop her a follow. Like I said, how did the stream go? What was it? Played some really bad PvP. Were you glaving around, Sushi? Were you glaving around?
I heard that you questioned whether or not Baker had even gone to sleep. That she might have just still been up from the whole night. So.
I did. I didn't know if she was just going to take a nap afterwards or whatever else. Heart at the top of the screen. Make sure you hit the button and drop a follow if you are not following already. If it's filled in, you're good to go. If it's not, fill the heart in. If the heart has left the screen or is about to any second now, I have put a link also in chat here that you can right click on, open up a tab, and hit the follow button. Would be greatly appreciative if you would do so. No, Sushi, you're too kind. Thank you so much for everything you have done and helped out with the channel, with the charity, with testing things. we had to go through some testing of things to make sure things were working and stuff. And she was like, "I don't think that's right." It's like, damn it, fix it.
Oh, I know there was something. Wasn't that Sushi last week when?
Had to fix that last week and had to fix a couple other things. So yeah, appreciate you. Drink looks really good. This is a maple root beer. This does have a lot of sugar in it, 59 grams of sugar in a 16-ounce bottle. But it, like I said, we were just talking about how it's almost kind of treat status with some of these things. If you're still able to, I think they actually do. And we don't talk about this. I should get one. I did not get any of these. Like none of these came in. I think they actually do some low calories. There it is, low cal root beer soda. Let's see how low calorie that is, because I have not tried that. Game to give. It still is going on for a little bit longer. If anybody wants to donate through Tiltify, you are more than welcome to do so. There's still emblems and things. There still is a milestone we have yet to hit. And if we wind up doing that by tonight, like I said, that'll obviously.
I was like, it's Sushi's birthday too? But wait,
yeah, no, that's my birthday. Okay. It's Paco's birthday. No, it's not actually Paco.
Okay, I was wondering who was it that
it's Paco. That
everybody said happy birthday
to.
Yeah,
Paco's
okay.
always.
All right.
Let's see what we've got here. 16-ounce bottle. Oh, 6 grams of sugar. 10 grams.
What does it have in it? Just checking.
Glucose syrup. Melted dextrin, raw. So there's still honey in it too.
Okay, then.
It's a servative natural caramel cover. Okay, so Sprecher actually makes a low-calorie root beer. It's only 45 calories in a 16-ounce bottle. 45 calories, 6 grams of sugar. We need to get that one in and try that. See how that holds up. That is interesting.
That sounds good.
I'll have to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, this is delicious. I would definitely get to this. What is the sweetener? That's what we were trying to look at.
Some honey.
There is honey in it for sure. And again, it's 10 total grams of carbs. Oh wait, so it's total sugar 6, includes 6.
Oh, saccharin. Sodium. What is sodium saccharin? That like saccharin? That's not good.
I don't know. Also, like, so the thing is, like, the more you do research, like, it's always like, yeah, that does stuff if you put 100 pounds of it in a rat and things. Like, again, I'm not so,
Yes.
I drink some of those things. Like I said, obviously, I have some of the Juvee energy drinks and stuff, which I think, like, surprisingly taste, like, really good. Like, they don't have that aftertaste and stuff like that. And it's like, it seems like the more I read that so much of that stuff was somewhat blown out of proportion. Like, it's always like, well, do you have 10 of these a day or do you have one? Well, you have one. Well, it's not that doesn't, it's not.
Yeah.
Again, that's all everyone's own personal choice on that stuff. But I guess
Pick your poison.
Looks like if you put in sodium saccharin, it just comes up saccharin.
Okay.
Or used in saccharin, sodium, or saccharin calcium forms, a non-nutritive artificial. So that's the sweetener.
Okay.
We should do a taste test on saccharin. No, I don't.
We'll just snort it.
Just snort it. You can actually buy it on Amazon.
Snort the saccharin.
Which packet is that?
Saccharin. Oh, like sweeteners. And
So it's like sweet and low.
Yeah.
Like base.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Amazon brand.
Amazon brand.
Amazon brand.
Oh my God.
Amazaccharin.
Amazac. Oh my gosh.
Saccharin.
Amazac Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, that's really. That is quite tasty.
That's quite good.
That is quite
Wait a
good.
minute.
Do you need another
Next
bean
year-
boozled?
No, I was just. No, I was
Did
still
you need
thinking
another
about
Bean
your
Boozled?
birthday, but
Yeah.
next year. Oh, wow.
Is there any leap year?
That'll be a leap year. I don't think there's a leap.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I thought you meant we'd be podcasting on that day.
No, I wasn't talking about that. No, I was just saying.
I'll be an old man next year.
Well, you're not an old man, but that'll be weird.
I'll be at the midway point of my life.
Yeah. My wife's favorite 10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to say. That's crazy to think about. I saw something the other day. Someone put there, like, actually the average life expectancy is 77, so midlife is 38 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I know.
That's nuts. It's like, well, yeah, that's for the average. They have to average in people that, like, are killing themselves quickly, and then you have to average in the people that are very healthy. So
then hang on.
it balances out.
That's true.
All the firings at Amazon, they're probably going to go next week. Next week delivery. Hey, do you want this delivered next week? Yeah. Seemed like a lot of it was it in like data center? Was it across the board? I know it was part of like a larger thing they were doing, because we actually looked it up last night when I was talking about it with Mel, or maybe I can't remember. But yeah, we were talking and it came up and I was like, yeah, I saw they laid it. And I guess they sent out the email early by accident.
Oh,
It was one of those.
great.
Like, yeah, everyone learning out that they getting dismissed.
Right before the weekend. Nice.
We meant to do this on Sunday before you came in. Oh, delightful. Should we have another beverage?
We should.
Okay.
We should.
All right. We've been holding on to this one for a couple weeks. You've been excited about it. You forgot about it because you left it here. You're lucky I remembered it.
I bought that when we went out in December.
That is
for
true.
our to purchase the special beverage.
That's right.
Or just to celebrate that we
all those things.
Yeah.
So some people might be familiar with the hit artist Hanson.
If you were around and listened to music in like 97, I think it was. Their big #1 smash. And they did have a follow-up top 10 song, but
did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
can't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember it.
Well, if you go on the website for this right here, the beer is called MMMhops IPA. If you go on the website for that stuff, they've been around for like 25, like a crazy amount of years, but I think they're like just factoring in maybe right when was that their first album? Like, I feel like.
I think so. They were awfully young. So if they had one before that.
Because the drummer was like 4.
Yes. Still in diapers.
Exactly. Every 3 songs they had to get a change. But yeah, like I said, apparently they have a Hanson Brothers Beer Company. This has been around also for like 12 years, 13 years.
I remember, and I don't know exactly when. I do know I used reference. What house was I living in? It was our last house, so it's at least 11 or 12 years ago that I remember reading about that and thinking, "Oh my God, this is hilarious."
This beer,
yeah. Oh, and God. Then I've told people about it.
Oh, you really held on to this one.
Well, I didn't buy it then.
Okay.
Yeah. It would not be good at all.
That would be a bean boozle of a different sort.
Yeah. It'd be brew boozled, but I read about it, and I've told people over the years, oh yeah, they did that. I didn't know they were still doing it, but it's distill, I think, right?
I will have to look.
I believe it's Distill out of Illinois.
Is that actually who brews the beer?
I think so. Oh, there's a date on the bottom too. I didn't know that.
I realize that.
No. Let's read it while you're.
Oh.
Canned on 8/14.
Oh, better drink this quick. Drink this quickly.
Quickly.
MMMhops is an American IPA that pays homage to Hanson's most iconic song, MMMBop, crafted with Citra, Crush, and Idaho hops. Great music. It doesn't say anything there. I was looking around. Founded by the brothers best known for 25 years in music. Since 2013, the craft beer outfit has been sharing award-winning styles at the crossroads of their passion for music. Motto is simple: beer plus music equals awesome. I'm okay with that.
I think it actually says on the can.
Made by Swedes. On Swede and Danish? Wait, what? What are we going for here? What did I miss out on? Nothing like getting an email out of the blue. Please click on the link in your severance package. Yeah, it sounds like about like what happened. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it on the can that it said Distill Brewing,
which we like Distill.
Oh yeah, we've had some sours we really
IPA
like from
brewed and canned for Hanson Brothers, Tulsa, Oklahoma by Distill, Normal, Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the place that they just must come up with recipes and hey, we should do this. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We'll send it to you. All right. Wow, is that them? You should go to the website if you guys want to see pictures of these brothers.
Or just be right here for pictures of these brothers.
These brothers. That's right.
Yeah.
These brothers. Hanson. Oh, Hanson would be Swedish background. Hanson would be Danes. I may share a similar last. Oh, okay.
I may.
Y'all, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Which brother are you,
have
Mills?
one of the Hansons.
Mills is a Hanson.
Still it smells pretty good. Your aroma's nice.
Still hoppy.
It hasn't faded.
Hops.
Hops.
I mean, again, we like Distill. Like I said, we like a lot of their. Like I haven't had a lot of stuff from them. I don't drink a lot of beer. Like we've talked about that before too. Like my beer consumption has kind of gone down in favor of cocktails and spirits and things. But not that I don't like beer. I also it's always like when I have it, I'm like, that's delicious. I should have more beer. And then I just don't.
Yeah,
it's kind of one of those. Also, because every time I basically go to have a beer, I'm always like, am I ready to be bloated? Do I want to be bloated now? How do we want to do this?
These are the conversations you have when you're in your 50th year.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, even before that.
No.
Well, there's another dadism right there.
I know.
Oh, you're in your 50th year now.
No. Son. It's fine. A little bitterness at the back, a little fruit.
You can taste a little bit of the age,
old
maybe
bandage.
a little of the what?
The old bandage.
No. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's still in there probably, but it's still actually the hops are still present, and I mean,
this is
a couple
good.
months ago. It was probably really good.
I was gonna say this is good enough where it makes me wonder. Oh, if we'd have gotten this when it was only 30 days old, whatever, on the fresher side, because even when you got it now, looking back on it, it was already a few months
it
old.
already been.
Well, you said 8. Canned on 8.
Canned on 8. So I
it was already 3.5 or 4 months.
going on 4 months.
So like I said, we added an extra month to that. But like I said, again, taking that in consideration, this is pretty good.
Yeah,
I would definitely if I was at a either our local Tap and Bottle or a bottle shop or something like that, and if I saw one of these, looked at it, and it was within 30, I would actually get one just to see. Yeah, like I said, how much it was better. So like, no, this is do you remember any idea what you paid for it? Was it like a?
It wasn't. It was like
a $3 or $4.
It was like
kind
a
of thing?
$3.50-ish. I think it wasn't really expensive.
About $3.50.
About $3.50. $3.50 $4, something like that. About $3.50.
About $3.50. I got $2.50. Yeah, $3.50.
So what do you want with me, monster?
Damn Loch Ness monster. Yep, you hit the mid 40s. Your digestive system tells you, well, that is enough of that. Yeah, I definitely like that. I'll have like a beer, maybe two. Like I said, when we do our football thing, obviously we do a little bit more sometimes on those. Like so, I've mentally prepared for that. But I just like it just seems like I just naturally just even I don't know, like it just hits a little bit more. Like the other day I was making dinner. I was having Costco has these really good panko breaded shrimp, like butterfly shrimp.
Panko.
And so I was getting those, and like I was like, oh, a beer. I was like, do I want beer and fried food? I'm like, ooh, I'm like, no, I could do one or the other.
You're cracking me up.
I'll choose one or the other. Like, it's like I'm not going to do both of those things. I can just feel myself go. Just feel myself. Just
Well, that's when you have to, that one video that we shared a few years ago where the guy poured all the foam out. Remember all the carbonation?
Yeah, well, I try and do that. Like you see when I pour, I usually pour right down the middle because I always talk about like if you don't have, initially, too much head on the beer, or if you just kind of pour it on the side, like people, you used to see a lot of people do, that's leaving all the carbonation there, which literally does then just go in here. So
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, I definitely, as I have gotten, it's the decisions that you have to make, you do the mental gymnastics, like which flavors am I willing to sacrifice my uncomfortability for? Make the choice. Also, you get older then when you go to fill out surveys, like all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I'm in a new bracket.
A new group.
Yeah, a new group.
And then all of a sudden it just gets to this and above. And
yeah, and you're like, damn it.
Oh, they really don't care, do they?
Yeah.
They really, I mean, after this age, they don't care anymore.
After this, you're all the same to us.
You're all the same.
We don't care. Exactly.
Yeah, so I watched 30 Rotten Scoundrels, and then the other day I watched, have you ever seen Garden State?
Is that with Natalie Portman?
Yes.
And the guy from Scrubs?
Zach Braff.
Yeah.
It, actually.
I've never seen it. I've heard people talk about it. And I think he's been on Howard Stern because like the way he had to try and get it funded, and like there was there's a lot of interesting story about it. I have not seen it. I remember
it was good.
Is there something with the ending that's kind of like, is the ending sad?
No, actually the ending.
Okay, maybe they changed it then. Maybe there was something.
Maybe
there was something like initially, like I think that they at some point.
That was when Harry met Sally.
I know.
They originally, yeah.
Thank God Rob Reiner met somebody.
Yeah, his wife said, "Hey, you can't do that."
Yeah, what are you
can't
doing?
do that.
And
Yeah.
Billy Crystal came up with some serendipitous writing.
But so that was good. We finished watching
I'm gonna be
Your
40.
Friends and Neighbors. Yeah,
Someday. I love that. In 7 years.
In 8
but
years.
it's there.
Yeah, it's out
It's
there.
right there.
God, it's so good.
Your Friends and Neighbors.
The one was the John Hamm one.
Oh. Every time you talk about that, I always think of the movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Your Friends and Neighbors.
Yeah.
Jason Patrick.
It is the same name, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
All right. Yeah.
You would have done the same.
Situation dictated. You'd have done the same. God. He is so like evil in that movie.
That
Is that who directed that? Is that a
Your Friends and Neighbors movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that the same guy that did The Descendants and those? Like, because he always does those kind of dark, like Nurse Betty and The Descendants. And
I actually don't know. Remember, I just remember, Jason Patrick is in it, and Aaron Eckhart is in it.
yeah.
I forgot.
Because they were.
Carolyn, maybe Catherine Keener is in that, I think, too. But
because Aaron Eckhart was in the other one too, where it was like the horror, like because they were like business people. Like, you remember that movie? Because that
I just
that's from
remember
that
him
same
as
directory.
what is he, the Riddler? No, not the Riddler.
he's Two-Face.
Two-Face. That's who he is.
I gotta look it up.
Not the comedy drama series. No, that's that one.
Oh no, it's Neil LaBute. Oh, but I think he did that. Amy Brenneman's in that. That's who's in it.
Yeah, Catherine Keener.
Aaron Eckhart,
Yeah.
Catherine Keener. Okay, yeah.
Is the boot?
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Is Ben Stiller in that too? Why do I think Ben Stiller's? Oh, it is. He is.
Oh yeah, because he's kind of It's just one of those movies where it's like everyone in this movie is terrible.
Yeah,
or like or for the most part, like on some level, like just more or less a little terrible.
Yeah,
I kind of want to.
That's one I remember from the Two-Story House.
I feel like he did.
It's LaBute.
Company of Men. Yeah, this one I've seen. I've watched this because I can't remember who suggested, but Aaron Eckhart's in this too.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if I'd recommend this either. 2 middle-aged employees at a corporation temporarily assigned to a branch office away from home for 6 weeks. So it's like one of them's like, "No, I'm gonna cheat on my wife." It's just like those where it's like, okay, all right. Like I realize these people exist and there's probably plenty of them.
No,
it's like this.
true.
I don't need to necessarily watch them. I can choose to not watch like that behavior or whatever. But anyway,
yeah. I don't have to
But yeah, Aaron
acknowledge that.
Eckhart's just kind of like, piece of garbage. Because that was like when I think one of the first movies I saw him in. Like, so then sometimes when people have played those kind of characters, then you're like, I can't picture you as a leading man. I can't picture, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get that.
Because he's also in Frasier, right? Isn't he? That
Laura Linney's, at the very end. And he's just like, does not even see that the two of them are like trying to be together. And he thinks Frasier's his friend. Like, come on, Frasier, let's get out of here. Well, I need a friend right now. And he's like, I just slept with your girlfriend. Like, it's like that whole bit. And it was, that one's, they sit down. He also does speak French or whatever. You know, he's like,
are you guys going through that one again?
No, not lately. I'm trying to think of what. Been watching some Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then we've been watching what else was it? 30 Rock. It's kind of made an appearance again. I saw the one the other day. Wasn't Aaron the big breakout? Thank You for Smoking. Yes, yeah, he was in that too. That was pretty good though. I remember that one. But yeah, I saw the one the other day, the 30 Rock, where he's like playing poker. It's one of like the first season.
I've gone through like episode 10 of season 2.
Okay.
Yes, with Kenneth.
Yeah, with Kenneth.
That one's very funny.
I can't read you.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I've got these, Mr. Donnelly. He just keeps winning. And at the very end, he's like, all right, he's like, you put your Pages jacket on there. And he's like, if you lose, you're walking out that door or whatever. And then Kenneth is like, they're like, why did you bet with such a poor hand? He's like, I have a 2, a 1, an ace, a 4, and a 3. Like he has like nothing. And they're like, why'd you bet? He's like, everyone was yelling stuff. I just got confused. He's like, I don't even really know any of the rules anyway. Like it's like you're just lucky the first time.
Like you know what? It's funny. I see that sometimes when I go to look at, is that on Hulu or is that on Peacock? But I'll see that and I'm like, yeah. But now that we're talking about that, I was enjoying that actually.
It's fun.
I watched
it's a good show.
The first episode of The British Office.
Oh.
And I started watching his new Netflix special and I wasn't getting into it. I was like wanting to, and I didn't. But the Office, I would probably watch that one.
I would give that an episode or two.
I know because you guys like that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
better.
It was just
David Brent. There's some episodes in that's like if you watch, it's almost like one of those things. Like if you watch a couple and don't like it, I'm like, okay, just watch this one just because I want you to see it because it's so fun. It's like one that my wife and I literally quote like all the time. That's hilarious. It's one of the ones where
there's only 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's only like 8 episodes.
Yeah, they're not.
It's kind of like his thing. So he did, but yeah, he has some other good like TV series stuff on Netflix. Like he had that, like I told you about that one that he had where his wife had died. That show is excellent. Like I said, I think there's even a 3rd season which I have not watched, but the first 2 seasons were excellent.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
What's become of you, my love? But yeah, the BBC Office is very good, I think.
Well, because I listened to him on the Smartless podcast, and I was like, okay, I want to. And he was talking about like the different countries that have done that, and then there's the first episode, the stapler is in the Jello, or the 2 guys are messing around with each other.
Oh, okay.
And he hides, and he cooks the stapler, or he puts the stapler in the Jello.
Oh,
and he's like, he said in another country, I think he said in France, he's like, it's in a wheel of cheese. And he just talked about how it was different from different countries.
Little things, how culturally you change a little bit because people wouldn't get the joke. That's pretty funny. Yeah. What kind of cheese did they use?
He didn't say.
Oh my. Wow, leaving out all the facts.
Messy.
How did Jason Bateman not ask? He's got like some new limited series coming out. Jason Bateman with it's him and it's the guy. It's the guy from Stranger Things.
Oh, they had one that was like out already. I thought, right?
I don't think this one's out yet.
Okay,
because I just saw an ad for it. It was with him. It was with the guy from Stranger Things, the cop.
Oh, Hopper
from Stranger Things, and it's Jason Bateman, and it seems kind of weird. Oklahoma Bear. It is. Have you had this one, Chucky? This is from Tulsa.
Back to Lady Fanny of Omaha.
Fanny of Omaha.
Oklahoma.
He speaks with you, or she speaks with you with great affection.
Great affection. Yes.
I have not. So this one for us, canned, was 5 months old now?
Yeah, canned in August. Yeah.
Oh, August. Oh, gee, even. No, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. So this one, but even that, it's still actually pretty good. So we were saying like if you could find like a can that was definitely fresher, I would give it a try. Like it's not, like I said, it's not bad. Little fruit, little bit of bitterness at the end, but
even for being that old. So not bad.
For being that old.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the final beverage, or do you want to do the extra one you brought over? Do you want to throw in?
What
bonus?
are you in the mood for?
I'm down if you want to do a bonus one.
Yeah, let's do the bonus.
You want to do a bonus?
Yeah.
All right.
Do we need to rinse?
Yeah, probably should. Probably take a little break. We could take a break. We could go grab the final beverage and the bonus beverage. Well, the bonus beverage I have in here, but we could rinse these out. A drinkable, excuse me, drinkable IPA at almost 6 months is a ringing endorsement. Yeah, honestly, it is. Like at this point, like it's still totally, totally fine. But I would like to try it at like 30 days, 30 to 60 days, and see if any of that kind of hits a little bit better. All right, let's take down that graphic. We're actually going to go rinse out our glasses. Keith actually brought over another beer that's a porter from a local brewery here. Is it from Barrio, correct?
Barrio, yeah.
From Barrio Brewing. It is a porter. We're going to have that, and then we'll go into our final beverage. But
it'll be a good step on the arc here.
It will be, actually. Yeah, that should be a
little
perfect
bridge. Bridge the gap between this and our final beverage.
A bridge over troubled bean boozled. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely need that.
Take a little break. We will be right back. All right, we are back with a little bit of an audible to add another beverage that you brought over. Now, how did you hear about this? Why did you even buy it? What was your thought process, for God's sake?
We carry when they ship, we carry a rotating seasonal offering from Barrio Brewing, which is like I said, a local brewery here where we are, and they've had like a raspberry something or other, and the one that came in a few weeks ago was this one. It's Nolan's Porter. From Barrio Brewing. It didn't ship last week, but then when it shipped this week, I checked out the date and it was canned on the 16th. So that's like less than 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, well, and I had heard a guy that just started working at the store in the last few months. He was a brewer at Pueblo Vita for
another
a few
local
years,
brewery.
another local brewery. And he said he'd tried it and thought it was pretty good. So I thought, well, give it a try.
Did he say it was good? Or he's like, I've had worse. It's like, wait a minute.
No, he didn't say that.
He's like, have you ever had an old bandage bean boozled?
Yeah.
He's like, it's like that.
I know it's not going to be worse than that. So anyway, we don't. I like the porter style. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of them out there. And if there are, once again, we're not drinking as much beer, and usually maybe go toward a stout. Definitely a unique sour or an IPA of some sort. So yeah, I just thought, well, I'd bring it over and it could either be this week's or next week, or well, we got it now.
We've got it. Yeah, we're ready to go. ABV 5.4%, 30.5 IBUs. Like you said, is this
We will give it a shot.
There you go. Is this seasonal then, technically?
I believe so. At least that's how it's being presented to us.
Okay.
Yes, rotating seasonal offering.
Ooh, that smells good.
A little
roasty,
smoky cola almost.
Roasty.
Yeah.
A little chocolatey in there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
That's actually really nice aroma. Porters, what's the history behind that? Isn't it that it was like people that would work up on skyscrapers and stuff like that, and they would have this as part of their lunch because it was heartier and like.
And when they fell off, it didn't care.
I know, but isn't that true? Like, isn't it?
No, it has something to do with, I think, trains. With the porters who worked on the trains. Okay. It was like their beer of choice or their drink when they were done. They would have a
because it was a little more hearty
style of beer,
liquid bread,
the
like
porter,
right. I don't know how it came, and I actually then when I was talking about being up on a skyscraper, that made me think of it too. And the old bandage, I think all of those tied together the other day, and when I started talking about, I said one of my favorite movies because we were talking about the Sam Raimi movie that I want to go see with you guys. I was thinking about Darkman when we went and saw that in the theater and how cool that was. And I was talking about, I said just that sense of humor, like I always just like that dark sense of humor with the whole thing where it's Liam Neeson. And then when I was talking about it, Nix was here in chat and he was like, oh, they're actually like Liam Neeson literally just the other day talked about how he's like, they're working on maybe like doing some sort of another one.
Wow.
And I was like, literally, I said, I just started talking. He's like, yeah, I just saw something. So anyway, But the scene where he's got Ted, because we were talking about Ted Raimi too, who I guess was in some very strange horror movie, but where he's got Ted Raimi in the sewer and he's questioning him and he's like, "Do you remember this at all?" He's questioning him.
I don't think I've seen it since we saw it in the theater.
Shush your mouth! That is one of my favorite movies.
I think that's the last time I saw it.
I have such great memories of that. Oh, not only watching it other times, but also because we all went and saw. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sad. That didn't stand out quite as much for you, I see. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, he's got him. They're like in the sewer. They're like below the streets. So his car's going by and he's like water around it. So he's basically torturing him because he's trying to find out information because his wife's been killed.
Right.
And his plant was like his scientific lab was blown up and whatever else. Actually, there's two things. I'll remember the other one now too. But anyway, so he's got him in there and he's hitting him and he like throws him up into the street and the manhole cover pops off and his car is avoiding him and stuff. And he brings him back down and the guy, gives him all the information and stuff. And he's like, I can't remember what his line he says before. And he's like, I've told you everything I know. I told you everything I know. Let me go. I've told you everything I know. And he says, I know you. He's like, I can't. What was his name? He's like, oh, Rick. He's like, I know you did, Rick. He's like, but let's pretend like you didn't. And then he puts him back up through the man, and then a car winds up like hitting him. You don't even see it happening. It's just like makes the sound or whatever. But I just love that idea that he's like, oh, I know you did. Let's pretend you did. And I was like, I thought that was so good. Because then that was also at the beginning too, the whole scene where they drive up with that, like those gangsters, and the guy pulls off the other guy's leg. He's got a gun in it, and they mow down everybody at the beginning. And then they get the guy, and he starts cutting his fingers off with the cigar cutter. Yeah. And then he goes through. He's like, I've got some, he's going through and he's like, I don't like it when people try and, trick me. And he cuts his finger. And he's like, I don't like this and that. And then he goes through and then he's like, and I've got 5 more points. And he goes, like that he's got 5 more fingers. I was like, and the scream. I just all that. Like, that's all. He just does such a good tightrope of all those things. And I've heard nothing but great reviews so far of this too. So we need to make a plan to go see that in the next, I think it comes out this week, but next week
Friday,
next week or two, we should look. And like I said, if that works out for you guys, I want to see that. It would be bad because I love me some Sam Raimi. He's been doing like press tour stuff. And so he was talking, like people were asking him like, oh, what's the best recipe for fake blood? And he was talking about like, oh, it's corn syrup and it's like going through those things. And then I guess one of the scenes, like someone's in like quicksand or something's kind of going on. They're like, oh, was it actually? They're like, no, they use brownie mix. Oh. And so Rachel McAdams was like, this was great. It was delicious. She's like, yeah, exactly. I was like, that's funny. This is good. This is very easy drinking. Like I said, obviously I would always want more. I'd always want some more flavor. But if you just want a good, easy drinking porter, this definitely hits the spot. Like, so there's good aroma, good flavors.
Pretty much sessionable.
100%.
Yeah.
This is easily sessionable.
Not under 5, but just slightly over. So, but yeah.
How much can you keep pushing that, like, in reality? Like, if someone walked up to you and said, is this sessionable? Would you assume that they know the definition and that 5% is like a hard cutoff? Or it's always like the rounding up down thing. Like, I think if it's 5.5 or less, I would say it's sessionable. Once it hits that or more, I'd be like, well, it's a little bit over that, but it's in the ballpark.
I think you have to kind of figure out who you're talking with as well. But yeah, I'd say that's
listen
a good
here, Grandma.
as well.
Nothing's sessionable to you. Those weak bones, you're falling over. As soon as you take a sip, you're falling over. Dark, rich, complex, and full of flavor, this 2008 Great American Beer Festival Gold Medal winner delivers a palette of roasted malt flavor with a touch of chocolate on the finish. First brewed in 1994 to commemorate the birth of the brewmaster's son.
Perfect.
I would agree with this tasting notes.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely would.
You are correct.
They know what they're talking about. Well, sometimes we're like, what? Mm-hmm. What are they saying? What is that you're saying?
Yeah.
But no, yes.
Hey, what you doing there, man?
Mrs. Parks.
I caught a burglar.
He was there, dead as yesterday.
God, that's someone like I still love, like obviously certain movies, but man, Chevy Chase seems like a horrible person, which we kind of had heard about for years. But it's like, it just seems like even more lately, people are like, yeah, he's just a complete, absolute piece of garbage.
That
personality wise, like I don't,
Speaking of seems like old times, Chester.
Charles Grodin.
He died recently. I guess he was also in
the chauffeur
TK Carter
and everything. Oh,
he was in some other sitcom for a while too. That was what they mainly mentioned, and a list of other things. And I never read anywhere that they said he was in Seems Like Old Times. But he's great in that. Obviously, there's Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase and Charles Grodin and Robert Guillaume, but He's like that next level with Aurora and the dogs.
Robert Guillaume is so good.
Yeah, that's good too.
Aurora's chicken pepperoni.
Aurora's chicken pepperoni. That's
I
right.
had to have my feet scraped. That's Neil Simon, right? Was that a play first? Like a lot of his stuff, are they plays and they get turned into movies?
I don't know if that was a play or not.
Because the Odd Couple was Odd Couple a play, and then it was a movie. Then
I believe so. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Movie then TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't know if it was a movie. Maybe it was a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was a TV show.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, because it was Jack Lemmon.
And
Walter Matthau, and then it was Jack Klugman and
Walter.
no,
should have used the same name.
Tony Randall.
Oh yeah, Tony Randall. Who had a kid when he was like 80.
And then it was also The Odd Couple was then also Matthew Perry and Thomas Lennon. It was on for like 2 or 3 years in my listening to the Matthew Perry thing. Yeah, they were.
Did you finish that book yet?
Oh yeah, I listened to it.
Oh, okay.
I pretty much devoured that one. I went through that one pretty fast. It was entertaining and sad again. And
did you listen to the? Did he read it?
He does.
Oh, that's wild.
Which makes it even. I mean, because obviously, from the grave, he's reading it.
Yeah, that's always kind of interesting.
But it was good. It was sad, but it was.
Rise
yet
from
riveting.
Your grave.
It's still weird. It's still weird because you're listening. You're even like when we watch Friends reruns. I'm still like, that guy's not here anymore. And it's just because he was so funny and yet
you're all, why not Phoebe?
Tortured. You're I like Phoebe.
It gets really dark. Also,
why couldn't have been you?
I love that bird. Why could have been? Why could have been my cousin Joel? That's what I always think of, like
Peter Scolari.
Good news, bad news.
Yeah,
I love that bird.
It's a pup tent for me.
Yeah,
or it's my plans for the evening.
Yeah,
I love
no
that bird.
No one listening right now is getting these bosom buddies references except for us. It's fine. It's fine. I can do this alone. I often do.
What are you doing? Tenderizing me?
Yeah. Oh God, that one's good too. When they're eating the soup,
they showed little
constantly eating the soup, so their spoon is like.
They showed clips of that with.
And there was a phone.
And I found
what?
Yeah,
There's a phone.
Yeah. I'm laying out in the snow, all covered in snow and stuff. Snow. When you melt snow, it becomes water. Yeah, because they're like worried that they were gonna, not have anything to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Was not a fan of Bosom Buddies.
Oh my god, love the Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, I mean it was only on for how many seasons?
3, I think.
I would say 3,
2 or 3. Yeah, but Sunny.
Donna Dixon. Is she still married to Dan Aykroyd?
I don't think so. I think it's kind of recent though.
She's like, I'm tired of this vodka bullshit that you got going on.
The crystal skull.
This
vodka.
crystal skull stuff is bullshit.
Stop it. Stop it with the vodka.
I saw that again today when I was at Total Wine because I was making a few purchases, and all of a sudden I see that on the shelf because they like have different versions of it. Where it was like,
you should return it. And you're like, I need to return this.
God,
I bought it 15 years ago.
I bought this 15 years ago. I think it's actually redistilled.
Yeah.
It's so old.
I have it right over my stove, so it.
I should put something in. I should put something into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do like a little infusion of something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so that was a good little step up.
That was a good arc. That is true.
Fresh, and now
Now the actual final beverage of the evening. This is one that we have done every year now for the last. Is this year 5 or 6?
This will be the fifth year. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is it's usually it had when the first 3 years it came out, it was out in like November, December. And then last year it was pushed back to January, and this year also pushed back to January. So technically this is the 2025 release, and there is very small print. And I know we've looked at that before. I think there's something that like denotes like the
there
year
is
of it.
I am not going to be able to see it anywhere in this light. You can find it. It's black. It's usually
it's on the bottom, one of the sides.
One of the sides now. It used to be on the back. A couple of mine are at the back. Down
on the bottom part of.
Well, if you want to try and see it
I don't
there,
know if it's there or not.
There's a little serial number at the bottom. And it's like basically the last like 4 digits. It's the.
There it is.
That's kind of how we've gone for it. I don't know if behind her. Does that help? Like, yeah,
It
this
says L25 2880122.
okay. I think it's the 25.
The 25 part.
Yeah, L25. Okay.
And it's a California redemption. So, anyways, but yeah, it was pushed back, but it's good because you've probably been able to reuse that graphic now 5 times.
I have actually.
Times.
Well, you know what's funny is like I have like different versions, and I must have I know I had edited at some point. So this one I'm kind of proud of this one. This one that I found, which was exactly what I wanted, it said here 2021 release.
Oh,
don't see that on there though, do you?
No.
I was able to do a little.
So the
doctoring
label actually said that on there?
Yeah, on there it actually said 2021 release.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can't tell that.
I thought it just said not made by actual traders or people named Joe.
It's somebody or what have we tracked it as a Buffalo Trace project?
So yeah, I looked up a little bit more again because we always kind of hem and haw like we thought Buffalo Trace. So it kind of comes down to most people say that it is a Barton, I believe.
Okay.
Which is under Sazerac. This is literally the bottle for Rock Hill Farms. Does that look familiar to you?
Looks a little taller than this.
Yeah,
well,
it looks a little
taller, but yeah.
So people reference that. So they say it's similar to Rock Hill Farms single barrel. They think it's overrun from Sazerac as the whole, which is the like I said overarching brand. But they believe it's more like we've had 1792 bourbon, which obviously Costco gets that in the small barrel that we've had. And then like I said, obviously I've had 1792 their small batches. I've had their wheat. And they also have a barrel proof one, which I think is very close to this barrel proof. So for the most part, people have decided that this is a Barton brand, that it is a 1792 single barrel of some sort. This one goes in as barrel entry proof. We've liked this. Like I said, again, I buy several of these as soon as they come in, because at this price, like I said, they're $30. If you can find it, this is for $30. Even if this was a more expensive price bourbon, it would still be worth it. But especially at $30, it's ridiculous how good this is.
And you don't mind making a cocktail out of it.
100%. That is such a great point. Yes. This is one of those things where it's like, oh, what's the dollar value that you'll put with, like something when you're making a cocktail, and it's kind of like, well, I spend $30 or $40. I want it to be good because that's, especially in a Manhattan or an old fashioned, like I know Mills likes to make, or any of those kinds of things like that are more spirit forward, even in a Negroni. Like I said, obviously that's not in a, but if you're making things that are more Boulevardier, thank you. Like I said, if you're making one of those things, you want something that's going to stand out and be, but you don't necessarily be like, well, it's a $300. Like you don't, there's a range of what you want to go to. This is what's great about this one is at that price. If you buy, a couple bottles or whatever, you don't feel bad about making a cocktail, but it's going to elevate it usually so much. Obviously, we're about to have this one. It hasn't let us down. It has been different every year.
Yeah, there've been subtle. Not like night and day, but there have been differences that I think, and I don't have any more of the 21, but that was my favorite.
That was our favorite.
But yeah, we did in fact, when there were only 3 of them, we did a side by side.
We did
blind taste test, and we both picked that as our first one. I think we may have differed on our second.
I think we did. I think I liked the 23 better. And you liked the 22, but they were both very close.
No, we lost Mills.
$30. I'll see everyone later. You go get it. Look at your local Trader Joe's. They just started coming in this week. Anyone that sells spirits, because I know that's also kind of narrows down a little bit which Trader Joe's has it. But yeah, if you can find it, $30. Like I said, literally, they're always the same. 125 proof. It's barrel entry. Like I said, there's not an exact distillery who makes it, because that's kind of a little bit hidden, but most people, if you search for it, most people say it's like either a Sazerac or a Barton brand, or like I said, this 1792. And again, anyway, no matter who's making it, it's been really, really good. It's one of my wife's favorites. Whenever I wind up putting out, like I said, I keep, like I said, I get some, and then I put it in my closet over here, and then I kind of put one out, and then it's like, you'll usually enjoy that one when it goes out, and then I try and space it out throughout the year a little bit.
You dilute it with some water.
That I don't do.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, like I said, there's no age statement on here, like how many years it's been distilled or any of that stuff, unless you have some knowledge of that.
I'll take a look at the sheet and we can update later, but and I don't know because it's different every year. So.
But the coloring on it is always, like I said, again, it's really nice.
Yep.
Like I said, it has a nice color. I have actually noticed when I was at Total Wine, they actually have a few selections, and Tap and Bottle also have some selections of Westward.
Oh. Okay.
So like I said, I know Tap and Bottle has the Westward, the Pinot Noir cask one.
That's right.
And then when I happened to be at Total Wine today and was looking for stuff, I noticed they had the Westward and it was the single malt and it was in rum casks. They had that one there. It was basically the same price they have online, but you don't have to pay shipping.
Right.
So, but anyway, like I said, nice that you can get some of that stuff locally. How much we like that one. We did, as soon as Keith got over here, I did actually open the top and kind of leave it open, which can help a little bit. Most bourbons, like I said, or stuff that's higher proof, it's always kind of nice if you can kind of let it get some air to it for a little bit.
At least that initial tasting. Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of get a little bit of the alcohol to kind of hit off, especially higher proof things. Also nice in a week. Usually that's kind of stuff will change too. Yeah, I can take a pretty good sniff of this one right now already. But yeah, this is great. Like I said, again,
sweet.
Yeah, a little sweet. I'm getting a little oak.
little sweet.
Little sweet. I'm getting a little oak in there too. And at the back, definitely like a little brown sugar, sweet kind of thing in there. A little oak. Little heat still going on for sure. Like it's not like it's completely dissipated, but it's definitely.
There is a little caramel in there too. There's a little darker sweetness in there.
Yeah.
A little, not quite burnt, but
getting any vanilla at all?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not really getting any of that. Like I said, yeah, a little oak, a little caramel, a little brown sugar kind of in there a little bit. But yeah, like I said, it's just, yeah, if you're making a cocktail, always in previous years, this has been great. And it's been a great sipper. Like that's like the ultimate bottle when you can find it. And then again, usually at this price too, is just. Ooh.
Little sweet. No.
I'm getting a little cinnamon, a little heat kind of comes back forward, a little spice on the front of my tongue. I had a little bit kind of like all over the palate, but it went away fairly quickly. It was mostly the front of the tongue that spice kind of hung out a little bit. Wanted to chill out on the patio of my tongue, just kind of hanging out there. A little spice, hanging out there. Nice viscosity to it, I think. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go in for another sip.
Yeah, there's definitely that honey or that sweet. Honey's a little too light. Maybe more of a not molasses. That's too dark.
The hot honey. Unstable grape juice. Great username. Thank you for the follow. Would that be wine that's been overly fermented? Unstable grape juice.
Unstable grape juice.
I like that.
Unstable grape.
You go for Unskinny Bob?
I did.
Wow. That's quite a call right there. Okay. Same page.
Mm-hmm. What's right? Didn't show up on the.
Why you taste so grapey? Is that White Snake? No.
Poison.
Great White? Was that Poison? Okay.
Yeah. Great White was once bitten, twice shy.
Oh, yeah.
At least that was the only hit they had.
They shouldn't have even had that.
Poison.
Let's be fair. They shouldn't have even had that.
Yeah, the body is nice on that.
I would describe myself as a mature red wine with a light fizz. I like it. I like that description. Body's nice. The spice keeps kind of coming back forward again.
Some heat, a little bit of like a darker, like a melted brown sugar, kind of going like toward like when you make bananas Foster.
Oh, okay.
That brown sugar melting on the stove.
There almost is a little fruit in there too. Not banana, but there almost is like a little fruit in there too.
Yeah,
I'm getting.
Well, I can return the bottles if you're unhappy.
No, that's
okay.
No, that's good again.
And there's many cases if you want more.
I may wind up.
If you want
to
distribute them as gifts for you. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Too bad I can't give that away for Game to Give. I'm giving away alcohol.
I'm giving away $30 bottles.
Yeah, exactly. That would be funny. Not an option. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice.
Yeah. Okay. It's always worth the wait. Yeah. The last couple of years, it's been pushed back to January.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think I saw it was or at least when I was searching for stuff today, I think I saw an article for the 2025. Someone had posted something. It was like January 15th or something like that, or the 14th, something, somewhere in the middle of January. So that sounds like that kind of about the same now the last couple of years.
Yeah, there's definitely like a little bit like a cinnamon note on the finish that just kind of wraps around.
Like a baking, like cinnamon, like that kind of like powdered cinnamon.
Yep.
Yeah, that nose is nice. It kind of keeps developing. It's like a little bit more, like I said, I keep getting a little bit more of the oak, a little bit more of the sweet. Like I said, the caramel, the brown sugar is kind of in there.
Well, I think the more that sits too, it's some of that stuff, the heat,
the ethanol kind of like burn off, or
that sometimes prevents you from discerning exactly what's going on in there will go away. I wonder, the old man and the kid, do you think they would ever?
This one has come up at some point.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what the context was, because I think they were, I can't remember. I don't know if it was like a budget bourbon segment, or they just tried it, or if it was because they do a lot of things where they'll do blind tastings and stuff like that, which I always think are fun. And I feel like it came in like second, like first or second.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay.
Yeah, it came in really good. And they were always like, everyone's always talking about it. Like and like, I think, I don't know if they just don't see it as much or whatever, but they had it. And it was, like I said, so it was talked of fairly highly and like kind of mostly in surprise tones.
Okay.
Because it was like, well, I don't really get Trader Joe's stuff. But then, then someone knows a little bit of something, and one of them be like, yeah, I think it's actually, then they'll mention the distiller and like, oh, that's probably why it's good. That, but they don't.
Now, where do you watch their videos?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. YouTube.
Yeah.
So I can
SLB Bourbon Bar, SLB Drinks. Like if you search for either of those, you can see
SOB or
SLB.
Okay.
It's literally the strong like bull. Like
okay. Oh,
it's that. Yeah. I think that's the reference they're making. But yeah, like I said,
how'd you get the beans above the fray?
Yeah, I was just thinking about Keith David the other day, who just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame recently, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
For that role.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know what he got it for. I hope it was for The Thing.
See, I still haven't seen The Thing.
What?
I know. Well, we've talked about watching it.
We should watch that together. That's a classic.
No, I know. That's one of Pocket's favorites. She loves that. Oh, I didn't realize he was in that.
Especially the ending is so good to that too. Yeah, it's him and Kurt Russell for a lot of it too.
Okay.
Oh, he's great.
David's also in.
Keith David's also one of my favorite video games of all time. He's in Mass Effect. Yeah. There's a lot of
just his voice, or he?
Yeah, just his voice.
Okay.
I don't think
it's stars.
It's not really his. No, it's not really his likeness. Like I said, yeah, it's all his voice. He's also currently in Destiny. They had to because the person that did the voice acting for Zavala had passed away, so then they lightly swapped to him because that's
I remember you talking about that.
I'm getting a little bit of vanilla now, more that it's like I'm getting a little bit of that higher
for sure.
Sweet is kind of in there now too.
Yep.
Like I said, this is the thing. Like you can't, especially if a bottle's been first opened, or if it's the first time you've had something. I know so many people are like, oh, I don't like it. It's just kind of, it's like, you still may not like it 10 minutes down the road, but like always give something a little more of a chance. Like, okay, I don't know if I like that, but let me see in a minute. Give it what was it Eric always used to say? Try something twice.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's honestly like a really good way to look at it. Unless literally the first time you taste it tastes like Old Bandage. It tastes like a bean
I'm not trying that.
I don't need Keith to try that one again. No. He didn't like it. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. But like most things, and unless it's absolutely revolting, give it like another, because sometimes your palate needs to get warmed up.
Well, this is not a starter bourbon.
No, not at 125 proof.
If you're looking to get into the world of bourbon and whiskey, you're not going to start with this.
No,
because you have to know what you're dealing with, or not know it. You have to be prepared for what's there. And if you're early on in your bourbon voyage, then you're not going to be quite ready for this part. So for this
tale of
profile.
A faithful bourbon.
That's right.
That started from this nice pour of 100 barrel proof. I don't know. Try thing twice might apply for stuff like bourbon, but a lot of food I can do because of texture. So I totally said, there are
my
definitely
wife's a total texture person with it.
I know so many people that texture stuff can totally throw them off. So that's it. Mod sherbet, that's totally interesting about seafood. I am. That is interesting. But yeah, like I said, everybody, like I said again, yeah, if it's a texture thing, you're not gonna get past that. I totally understand that. But yeah, and it's not even just like bourbon. Like a lot of things, if you're kind of like, oh, I'm not like, when I was younger, like Brussels sprouts. Like I was not a fan of Brussels. Like now I love Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah.
In all forms, whether you put cheese on it or balsamic vinegar or bacon. And it might be more about the delivery system of those things.
It could
I'm
be
gonna
about
be honest
their friends
about it.
that come along.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, like I like that bitterness. Like when I was a kid, that bitterness kind of with the Brussels. Like I don't like the. But now it's like you're drinking IPAs. You're drinking all these other, like your palate changes. That kind of mushrooms. I know a lot of people don't like.
Well, and I think
Brussels sprouts are a delivery vehicle. I can get that. Like I can get behind. I like what they add to the rest of it, but I get that also some of the enjoyment of that is the balsamic and the bacon.
And I've read articles that's actually part of our biology, that we don't like things that are bitter and sour early on, because essentially those are associated with like poisons.
Oh, okay.
And so when we're younger and we don't know what we should or shouldn't be eating, if we accidentally stumble across something, it's like, so we're trained not to like those.
Oh, that's interesting.
But then as you get older and you're okay, now you don't need that as much anymore, so you evolve and now you're more receptive to bitter things. I read that.
You've developed
somewhere.
that.
I read that in the
Iocane
National
powder.
Enquirer.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Wow,
inquiring minds want to know. No,
I want to know. Is that magazine still around?
I have no idea. The tabloid trashy tabloids.
I can believe that. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. No, that very much makes sense. As you're getting out at the...
Well, thank you for cracking open the first bottle of that for this year.
I mean, I knew once my wife probably found out that we had one. I was going to have to open one anyway. So, bacon is a support meat. On its own, it's mid, but it elevates other stuff like scallops, eggs, etc.
See, I would say on its own, it's delicious and elevates.
I think it elevates
and accentuates.
I don't know what kind of bacon you've been having, Mod Sherpa. But man, bacon on its own, I definitely sometimes have bacon as a little treat.
Even just when I'm stocking bacon at work, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm good. just the contact
outside the package.
Yeah. Just the contact.
The contact.
Just being in the presence of bacon. Yeah, I'm fine.
The presence of bacon.
In the presence of bacon.
Oh my God, in the presence of bacon. But I do agree though that it does elevate, like a lot of people
course.
Like, if you do, bacon wrap scallop, like, although I like again, scallops I think are buttery and delicious on their own, but yeah, like bacon can add that little extra. I forget, like I said, one of the restaurants here in town they have like, you can order, like it's one of the steakhouses where you can order stuff. And then on the menu, they have something where I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like, do you want to go the extra mile? It's like basically that. It's like, do you want to add a lobster tail or or like, you want to add like a bacon wrap? Like it's kind of like, how do you want to add this thing?
How good are your arteries?
How much do you want to enjoy your life right now? Like, do you want to add these other things? Is basically what it is. But yeah, that 100% is that. But no, that's really good. Once again, like I said, from recollection, I don't know if it's necessarily better or worse than the previous year, not worse isn't the right word, but like, where it
compares
sits,
the notes,
where it compares to the other. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, but like I said, this year again, it's damn good. And especially it'd be good anyway. Like I said, if you were telling me like, oh, this is $50 or $60, I'd be like, that's still good. Like I would take one, I wouldn't buy quite as many of them, but I would be like, oh yeah, I should get a couple of those. But yeah, at $30, if you go out to your local Trader Joe's and find one of these, if you like higher proof bourbons, if you're ready for that, like I said, with your palate, want to experience that, or even if you want to just use this and put it into a cocktail at that place, again, it's such a good value.
Because this is what we charge for Bullet at work.
I just can't even believe that's just I just don't.
And Bullet's fine, but it's not this.
Yeah, 80, 90 proof, 80, 90 proof, or whatever that is.
Do I hear another blind tasting calling?
I would love to do a blind tasting. Which ones do we? So we just don't have so we could do the last 3 years. 4?
Well, 22, 23, 20. We could do 4.
We could do 4 years
if we wanted to, or we could just do 3. But because I believe initially we just did 21, 22, 23.
Is that probably what we had at the time when we did it? I'd have to look back again. Go in the archives. Archives at AboutBeverages.com.
Those are the most recent ones at that time.
You can find that tasting of all of those things, which was super super cool. That's really good.
So next week, if you want, I could bring over another one of those NA wines. If you want to try.
Oh yeah, what was it? Was there a red we were talking about?
There is a red. There's also guy who recommended the rosé to us, sparkling rosé, also said that the Chardonnay is good, but he hasn't tried the red. I think he was scared off of them because he initially tried a red that an NA red that he did not like.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of more intrigued just to try that.
Which one?
The red.
I am too.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So maybe we can throw that in the mix.
I finished up the rest of it. You were kind enough to leave that one the previous week. I finished that. It was good.
Okay.
Like I said, yeah. I think after you left, like I said, I made sure I put a cork. I put one of the rubber stoppers in it, and I pumped it like a little bit, but it probably wasn't enough. I laid it on its side. And then when I was like, okay, it doesn't look like it's leaking. And then when I tilted it back up, it just like a bunch shot out the top. Like, so I don't think, out of the road. So I don't think I put quite enough like pumps it to like make a full seal. So yeah, literally just on the top. So I was like, yeah. But like, again, what I had of that, of the rest of that one, that was good. I finished that. That was definitely one to have around if you have friends that are wanting to still have something that's, again, we were joking about like, oh, what's this grape juice if it's one, but they go through the whole like I said, this company, this Naturo.
Yeah.
They go through the whole process of literally it is a wine from start to finish. It's fermentation. It's everything. And then at some point they literally de-alcoholize, which is a new word that we're going to be using. they take the alcohol part back out. So I bet a lot of people that might be, if you were having something like that and didn't want alcohol, you might be like, are you sure there's not like because in my brain, the flavors there, because there's a little bit of a yeast quality, like all of those things still, like I said, fully hit, which so, but yeah, no, I would love to do that. You want to do that Willet next week?
I'm not going to say no to that.
Okay, so we'll do that next week.
We'll say no to Willet.
We'll do the Willet next week. I have a Willet bourbon small batch. So I was able to find that today, one of the purple tops. So we'll have that next week along with that wine. Then we'll figure out what we want to open with. And then maybe in a week or two, if you want, I'd be happy to do like if we want to make it just the evening of tasting those, because obviously that's a lot. Trying 3 or 4 things. We could start out with some sort of NA starter and then just go. I'd be happy to do that again because that's I think is really cool as long as you're willing to.
Unless something else might come up, but
I might have. I think I have one more from the previous year. If you need me to open that one,
I have which one? The 20. I have the 22. I have 22, 23, and 24.
Well, I have the current year and I have 1 year past.
Okay.
So I have the 24. So the 24 and 25. We want to look at that.
Okay.
I don't have that one open currently, but like I said, so if you have them open,
I don't. The only one I have open is the 22.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a 23. I have a 24.
Okay.
So I'm like I said, I'm happy to open that last one. That's fine. Like I said, if you wanted that. So yeah, if you have the other, you could do a 2 and 2.
And who knows? Other things may present before then that we because that's not necessarily time sensitive.
What we're doing. It's very time sensitive. No, people need to know that it's like, oh, I'm sorry, the one from 3 years ago is the best one. Go find it.
Yeah.
No,
good luck.
Doesn't work that way.
Andrew will sell you his bottle for $100.
Oh my God, it'd be your bottle.
My bottle.
If it was several years ago.
Sure,
of course. Sure, we could do that. I'm not an animal. You roll up your socks?
Sure.
I'm not an animal. Yeah.
I was sitting there rolling up my sock.
That's so good. I forgot about that one. But I saw it. Sam, all your years of playing baseball was your. He's like they stopped like
Sam is telling us about an experience that deeply moved
Carla
him.
mentioned that, right? Is that Carla? Yeah, the deep.
Now, what was it that you wanted to say?
What does he say then? Is his response to that?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't even know. It's something that all hotels do.
He's like, because he's like mints on the pillow.
I think
he throws something literally out there, kind of silly like that. But anyway, all right. Thank you guys all for hanging out tonight.
Appreciate it.
We've kind of got most of next week kind of figured out. Appreciate you guys all being here. We do this most Thursday evenings. Currently, with the time zone the way it is, it's 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. When does the time change?
Usually it's March.
Is it March?
March-ish? April? Oh yeah, I know. March, April.
I wish it just stayed at.
I like it this way.
This is my favorite one.
This is the best.
I'm so much closer to my East Coast friends, which I appreciate. Like I said, I don't know. Why do you like it this time zone? Is it the same thing?
The same, yeah.
Because you've got, your wife has relatives in the East Coast. So
no,
it's
just,
it feels right.
Yeah, it does. There's less gap between, although when it goes the other way, then we're the same as California. But just, overall, you're not 2 from the Midwest and 3 from the East Coast. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
Although
it's
it was
much
nice
closer.
when we took our little trip to California, which we usually don't do one this early. When we took that quick trip to California in January, that was weird because then we gained an hour. I was like, woo, we time traveled. But then when you come back, you lose.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
it evens out.
Yeah.
It
So
all
we just had
does.
to stay there till March, and then it would have been all the,
It's been fine.
It would just evened out. We would have saved all of the time travel.
Go out at the right before the time changes, and then come
Just
back
right
after.
before.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. We will be back again. You'll see him tomorrow, or no, you'll see him next week. You'll see me tomorrow. That's scratch that.
That's
reverse
it. Yeah.
As Willy Wonka would say.
We have so little to do and so much time.
Wait.
Scratch that. Reverse it.
I love that movie. That's top 10 for me.
I think it's top 3 for pockets.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's definitely in the top 10. All right. Let's go say hi to the always amazing and fantastic Jane Doe. She is playing some 7 Days to Die. She is also she's a featured creator as well too, which is super cool. But yeah, she's awesome. Go say hi to her. Drop the follows if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow. He will see you next week. If I can find all the buttons there.
Thank you everybody for being here. Have a good week.
Cheers. I still have some left.
But I think you got a bigger pour, which is good.